Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner Podcast, episode 46. It's a big one. It's a big one. Premier League's back next week.
Yeah, baby.
And we got Ben, we got Johan,
Who
obviously,
else would you have? Okay.
coming at you live at home. We're all here. And you're gonna hear some fantastic takes from one
Oh
or
yeah.
two of us, and then bad takes from the other. I'm not gonna say who, but basically we're gonna talk about on the screen you're pointing at no one. So
Yeah.
Oh, on my screen,
It's
I'm
mirrored.
pointing at Johan.
Oh, it's. I was about to say, the different places. Oh no.
Rare. Okay.
So yeah, predictions. Let's see actually if we're all in line. I very much doubt it. I don't think any of us are bruh, we're gonna have any of the same answers. But anyway, let's get started. We'll start in alphabetical order. Ben, give me your top six right now.
Oh, top six on the spot. Well, I can tell you one thing. I know who's winning the league. That's for sure. And I have to say, I'm sorry to say it, guys, but Newcastle are going to win the league. No. I'm joking. Okay. Don't panic. All right. Man City are going to win the league. Second place, I have Arsenal again. Okay.
Really?
Third,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Third
finish.
place, third place, Liverpool. Fourth place, Newcastle. Fifth place, Man United. Sixth place, Chelsea. Tottenham are not even in the equation. I reckon it takes them another year to get going again.
Yeah, Man United at fifth. Liverpool at third. Newcastle fourth.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Should we
No,
talk
I'm
about that, or
joking.
should we
I'm
say
joking.
Johans?
No. I'm joking. I literally just made it up off the top of my head. I didn't even think about it.
Bruh.
Okay, so City are definitely winning the league. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think that Arsenal can get top four again, or not top four, but I don't think they can maintain pushing for the title. I'm going to say second place is either going to be like Liverpool or United. So, like, I'll choose United, but I don't think it's going to be close. Like, I don't think it's going to be a title race or anything. Like, I think it'll be like a significant 10 points difference between, like, then third place Liverpool, fourth place Newcastle, fifth place Chelsea, and then do you want anything else, or do you say top six? Yeah.
You haven't said Arsenal yet. You said Chelsea at fifth. You think Arsenal comes sixth?
Yeah, you could switch around. You could switch around Arsenal and Chelsea, so fifth and sixth. I haven't decided between those yet. I just don't think they're going to have that good of a season, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Johan?
Well, mine's almost the same. Man, City first. Got Liverpool second. United third. I don't know. I went for Arsenal fourth. Then Newcastle fifth.
That's
and
fair.
then Aston Villa sixth.
Fair.
So
The only
Aston
reason I
Villa
don't,
sixth.
have Newcastle, obviously, most people have Newcastle outside of the top four for this season. I think because we got Champions League football, there's more games to play.
Mhm.
So, but the only reason why I don't have them outside of the top four is because I'm being hopeful. Like what can I say? Like Josh is definitely going to say Man United second place, definitely.
Okay.
Like,
Wait, Johan, where did you have United? Third or second?
Third. Well, we
Okay.
third or
And
fourth
now,
between
if he
Arsenal.
changes it now, it's because you
No.
put him at
I
third.
have it written down. You haven't seen me type, right? My hands are here. I'm gonna read exactly what's on my phone, right? My top six: City, Liverpool, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle. That's my top six.
Newcastle sixth,
I
Chelsea
think,
fifth.
yeah, I think Chelsea have
Okay.
improved their squad. They haven't got any Europe, so I think they'll be fully focused on the league and getting Europe. But they're not going to be good enough to get top four. Newcastle are going to be overwhelmed, but not to the point.
Yeah.
Not to the point where they miss out on Europe completely. Because it's a shock. It's a shock to be playing midweek. And if you progress out of the group stages, or even if you come third and end up in the Europa League, that's even worse actually if that happens. So I just think it's going to be a lot to deal with. And I think you'll drop. And Arsenal, I think, are just better than the rest of the teams below them. So I don't see why they won't get top four.
I think Villa could push into it actually, like Johan said. I did forget about Villa because they are a small club and nobody cares about them. But I forgot about them.
They got
Champions
conference though,
League?
didn't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
How many Champions
that's.
Leagues have they
I don't
won?
think. Eh?
What'd you
How
say?
many Champions Leagues have they won?
I don't know.
I
One?
think it's one.
Two? One,
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
How many? What do you mean a small club? They've won Champions League.
I mean, they've not got. They've won a Champions League, but
Recently, sure.
they don't have as many fans as we do, and I would say that makes
No.
a club bigger than. I like Man United have way more fans than Manchester City, but City are probably at the rate that they're going to develop more titles than United have. You know, at the rate if they kept going like this. But you're always going to say that Man United are bigger because they've got bigger fan base, they've got bigger pull, like more brand deals. Like you can say maybe I don't know,
I would say
but
more legal brand deals. Yes.
yeah, but yeah. So I would always say that Newcastle. Like I remember seeing a podcast clip where that Lewis Bowden guy was arguing that we are
Mm.
bigger than West Ham and Leeds. I'm like, maybe like
Maybe
not
West Ham.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like not in the way that people think, but like we definitely have more fans than West Ham. That's for sure. And I'd say we might. I'm pretty sure Newcastle's bigger than Leeds. I could be wrong, but like population wise, so I'd assume we'd have more fans because nobody outside of Leeds supports Leeds.
No,
Nobody.
they had Australian fans. I think they have
Uh,
Australian fans.
we have Australian fans.
Actually, yeah, you do.
The
Actually, I forgot.
Master Bucks.
I did forget
Shout
Newcastle.
out.
Literally just because they're from a place with the same name. That's it.
Yeah.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I mean, they're all originally English, anyways. It's practically
That's
like
true.
we sent all of our prisoners over there.
No, that's true. That's true.
Prisoner
So,
country.
so no major qualms then on the top six. Everyone kind of agrees with each other.
No, I'm on the same wavelength. I'm chilling with it. I
Kind of
think it's
boring,
fine.
isn't it?
Yeah, that we actually
We all
agree
think
for
City are gonna win the league. Like what? What else do you think? They're gonna be the first team to win it 4 times in a row, and that's gonna be quite sad. I think.
I don't really. 115 charges. Who cares?
Yeah, that's always going to hang over the head, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I wonder if they're actually come to a conclusion on what they should be sanctioned. Probably not.
Never.
Lol.
no,
They're
Right.
gonna drag it out.
corruption at its finest. Like, what are you going to do? Like, it's in football. It's been in football permanently. Like,
That's
so
true. It's
just have
true.
to deal with it.
Facts. But
People will be saying the same when Newcastle win the league. They'll just be saying, "Oh, Saudi corruption. They own the Premier League." It's obviously going
if
to
you
come.
do dodgy things, like if you get charged with financial fair play violations, then fair. But if it's right now, it'll just be like, oh, this place is not a real company, or this isn't a real company. Like it's nothing
Yeah,
big. City have genuinely been charged by cash.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Was
technically
it Shove United
convicted.
technically?
Oh, we got charged
Yeah,
though.
been convicted. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
City
No,
got
but you've
convicted,
been
by the way.
charged and fined. It's like it's the same thing.
Yeah. Wait, City got convicted of what?
When they were banned from the Champions League, the only reason they got overturned is because the evidence was out of it was more than 5 years.
Oh
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
statute
They were
yeah.
gonna get banned,
of
but the only
Yeah,
reason they
yeah.
got overturned is because the way the evidence was gotten, it was over 5 years.
Bro,
It was over the
W
statute of
W
limitations ran out. So
W
that's the
lawyer.
only reason they got away with it.
Bro, yeah,
What are
because
you gonna do?
there were three in like people that were meant to investigate it, and two of them were affiliated with City.
Yeah,
Two against one, so they won. Yeah,
W lawyer. To be fair, figured out
whatever,
the
man.
statute of limitations on it.
It's sad. But now we move on to relegation. Who do we think is getting I think this is straightforward. Johan said earlier he was struggling a bit, but I think it's quite straightforward.
No,
Ben.
I got it.
No, Johan, go first.
Johan.
Luton's going down,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I said Bournemouth
yeah.
and Wolves.
Wolves.
Oh,
Ooh, you know what?
they lost Neves.
They've
And
lost
the
They?
striker.
they've lost everyone, and now the manager wants to leave as well. He was considering his future. Ooh. All right. Ben?
Mm. Mm. You know, I've seen Luton doing a lot of deals. You know, they've signed a lot of players. They've signed like 4 or 5 players from like championship clubs or something like that. I'd like to say I'm going to put them at 18th. I reckon they just get relegated, but I don't think they're going to be the worst side in like Prem history. Like Charlie said, I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Right.
So I'll have Luton at 18th. Oh, I'm praying. This is out of pure pray to God, but I want Everton to go down. I want Everton to have a dreadful season. Like I don't know how much I can say based on the people that I now work with, but because they're all Scousers. But I want them to go down viciously. So I'll have Everton 18th, Luton 19th, and Bournemouth 20th. It's gonna happen, innit?
I've gone. Yeah, okay. I think that's fair. I think apart from Everton, I did disagree with Everton. I think they stay out. I think a whole preseason with Dyche for him to implement his tactics. Right? Have you seen them playing it out the back? It's crazy in preseason, playing it from back to
That's
front.
just a pray for hope, though. Like I don't genuinely think that they're gonna, get
Yeah.
relegated. I just really want
You
them
just
to,
want
so I'm
them
putting
to.
them in there. I'm
That's-
putting it into the universe. You know what I mean?
That was like me with Leeds last year, and they're gone.
Mm.
But yeah, I've got for my relegated teams. I got Luton, obviously. In no order, by the way. Luton, Sheffield, and Bournemouth.
Oh,
Uh,
Sheffield! I
yeah,
forgot about
I think
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Actually.
I just don't think both of them are good enough. I forgot about Wolves though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wolves is a shout.
You're right.
I think Wolves, even Forest are in
Burnley.
the conversation.
Burnley.
Burnley, I don't think are in the
I
conversation.
think Burnley might, because
Nah.
I think the safe thing to say is Bournemouth, Luton, and Sheffield. That's the safe options, I think.
yeah. No,
Yeah, like who
Don't
have
be saying
Sheffield
We
Burnley.
got?
want to be experimental on this podcast. We don't want to be boring. Okay.
Yes,
Even though we all say City to win the league.
yeah, but if you don't say that, you're stupid. Like you're so stupid if you don't say that.
Ah,
Like,
but-
or you're
yeah.
deluded fan, like I don't know, Ty from AFTV or any Liverpool fan. If not, then you have a brain cell. But top scorers, I think it's gonna be the same answer.
Oh, well, Haaland.
Haaland.
Mm.
I don't think he does
Alexander
what he did.
Isak. No, I'm joking. Haaland.
I don't think
It's
he's
going
gonna.
to be a 35 goal season. It's not going to be what he did before.
He got 35 last. How many did he get last time?
Oh no. Sorry, I
I
was
think.
thinking all comps.
Yeah, he got
Um,
36. I think he gets 30, but he'll still get it.
give it 30. Yeah.
I'll give it.
Because there's only competitions going overseas, so
Does what?
there's
Oh
only competition going
yeah,
overseas,
yeah. Harry Kane's
so
on his way, and Ben's gonna wear a United kit. It's gonna be very exciting.
Oh.
which colour do you want the third kit? I think the third kit's
I'll
kind of.
I'll
think the
believe
third
it when
kit.
I see him in a Bayern kit. That's when I'll believe it. I
Nice.
See
remember there
many
were
Crystal
rumors a
Palace
couple
kits.
years ago about him going to City, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to happen. He's going to go to City," and then it never happened. And there were talks about it all throughout the transfer window. I do not care about a verbal agreement. That means this to me. I will happily wear the United shirt, but only when I see him in a Bayern kit.
Which one do you
And
want?
that's that. I want the red one.
Actually,
If, I
okay.
want the
No,
red
no.
one. I'm not going to cop out and wear the black one because
Which black one?
like
The third. You mean the third kit one?
whatever the black one is, or just a
There's
color
a
that's
few
not red.
black ones.
Because
Alright, yeah. You could. I'll give you a red one.
you
That's
know,
fine. But nah, I just what was it? They basically had an agreement that they had to decide by this Friday. The Friday just passed,
I
and
thought it was Daniel
Levy
Levy
went
was
to
on a plane on
America.
holiday.
Yeah, he went on holiday and he just ignored them. Like, so it looks like now getting more likely that he just stays and then he leaves for free next summer.
after
Which is
all the
stupid.
shit that I've been
They need
given,
bail money for their owner.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately,
don't know why you do that. Why would you do that? You've got a chance to make 100 million and rebuild, but they're also stupid and stubborn that they'll let him stay, miss Europe again, and then he'll walk for free next summer to probably us. Like,
Mm.
I
whatever.
don't really want to be.
or we
I
get rid of Callum Wilson and we buy him. Kane in black and
genuinely,
white.
if Newcastle get top four again,
He might go there. Yeah.
he might go there and then just
You
emulate
never
Shearer.
know. It's a
And then,
cruel world we
oh,
live in.
Newcastle fans, oh, we got two of the Premier League's top scorers. Like, oh, so good. It's gonna be so irritating.
Tears from you.
Like, you guys are genuine. Like, it's not even you guys, it's just you. You're just irritating. I want Newcastle to go back to the
Because
championship.
because that we're irritating because we're now doing well. That's interesting.
You
Because
are, yeah.
before we weren't doing well, but we were those fans that everyone liked. But now we're not liked because we're doing well.
Yeah,
That's
that's how it
interesting.
works. That's how it works.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep all the salt coming my way, mate. I love it. I love watching you cry. It makes me happy in life.
This was what I was saying to you. I was like, I like it when people diss United because it means they give a shit enough to actually like tell me what. You know,
Tears,
well, I'm agreeing with you.
tears from you,
Tears of agreement.
bruh.
Okay. Player of the. Oh wait, Johan, you said Haaland, right? Everyone said Haaland.
Yeah, top scorer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Player
Yeah,
of the year.
Mine's
it's got to
probably
be.
different
It's
to yours.
probably. I mean, it depends on how. Like, I mean, is Haaland going to have another good enough season in all comps to be player of the season again? I don't know.
Well, you guys think Haaland?
I don't think so. Who
You'd
do you
place
say,
it.
Johan?
Well, who
I'm
are
saying
you going to?
De Bruyne.
I was gonna
Who
say
are
De
you going?
Bruyne. I was gonna say De
You're going
Bruyne
to
as
say De
well.
Bruyne? They're
Yeah.
not going to
Okay.
win the treble again.
Oh, we're all
No,
saying
no.
De
This is
Bruyne.
just a Premier League player of the year, not not anything else.
All saying De Bruyne?
Nah, I'm saying
Yeah.
Haaland still.
Okay.
Bro, De Bruyne is unreal.
I
I
think he carries
genuinely.
City at the end. Him
He
and
does.
Gundogan.
Yep. Yep. Because now they've replaced Gundogan with Kovacic, who's good. I think Kovacic will do well, but he's not Gundogan.
He's getting on a bit.
Kevin De Bruyne, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
De
think he
Bruyne,
doesn't.
yeah, but the issue with him, right? I want to say he actually disappears in big moments. Have you ever realized that?
De
He's
Bruyne.
Yeah,
been
the Champions League semi-final where he scored that long shot outside the
No, I'm
box.
saying
He
I was
just
saying he's
disappeared.
carried City at the end. I
He
think Haaland
disappeared.
disappeared a bit towards the end of the season.
no
Yeah,
Haaland,
was
Haaland
nowhere to
did.
be seen.
yeah,
Haaland
him
did a
and
bit, but De Bruyne as
Gundogan
well.
carried towards the end. No, I think they carried it towards
What?
the end of the season.
He
They
literally
carried
took
City.
them into the Champions League final. He literally carried them on his back.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Yes.
In that game, he scored the goal, but they drew, and then they went back, and the whole team played well at the Etihad to win, and just blow
Yeah.
them out the water. But
The
it
team
wasn't a
doesn't work
carry.
well without him.
It
The
wasn't.
team doesn't
I wouldn't
great
call it a
without.
carry. Wouldn't call it a carry.
Drawing,
Two Champions
drawing
League
away.
finals, he got subbed off. Oh, he got injured or cried or something. I can't remember. But he didn't play.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was injured when he cried there, but he got them there.
I don't know about that. I think the whole team
God,
got them there.
Josh, what have you been on recently? First this ASM take, and now he's not a big game
No,
player.
no. I
Just won the treble.
won't say he's
Like
a.
he doesn't have to score the winning goal as a midfielder
I won't
to
say
win
he
the treble.
disappears in every big moment because against Arsenal, I know they were going to win the league anyway, but he scored twice, and then also at the Emirates he scored. But it's just whenever I turn on a City game and it's major high stakes, I don't see him do anything notable. Apparently, he got the assist for Gundogan's first goal in the FA Cup final, or the second goal. I can't remember. But
It was the first one because he put the cross in. It was headed back by a United player, and then he hit the volley.
I
yeah,
don't
I've
think
only
it was
watched his
first.
highlights
I
like
think it's the
once.
second. I don't think it's
Now
the
the
first.
corner, yeah, but like
The first one was the longer ball. From the
I
keeper.
don't know. I just clutch players. If you watch, you don't have to search. Like I have to be like, oh, he did that. Fair enough. Oh, he passed it to. Da, da. In my head, is like, Messi scored for Argentina in the World Cup final. Ronaldo scored a hat trick for any team at the right time. Like
Oh,
these are the clutch
two,
players. I don't put De
two
Bruyne in.
forwards.
No, alright, okay. Name a midfielder that is clutch. Iniesta, World Cup final winner.
That's a clutch.
I'd say yeah, but that's what I mean. Like
He,
De Bruyne,
he won the World Cup final.
Thomas Muller,
Okay.
maybe.
Thomas. I think Thomas Muller might be one of the best underrated players of our generation. But De Bruyne, I'm not underrating him by the way. I still think he's the best player in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna say the best player in the world.
Ramos could be clutch.
That's your agenda running right now.
I just said De Bruyne's the best player in the world.
But how can you call him not a big game player? He just
I
won
just
the
don't.
treble.
I just don't see him. But also, it doesn't really matter because he does enough anyway. Like
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and he doesn't have to score the goals like he did in the semi final. He doesn't have to do that, but he can do that as well as providing like being the best midfielder in the world easily for them. That
yeah.
Chelsea let him go for pennies. That's so funny.
Bro, him,
The Wolves,
Salah, like the stupid Chelsea.
Lukaku.
Haha. Yeah, Lukaku actually. Lukaku twice now. He's gonna go now, but
He doesn't even need an L in his name, does he?
Juventus. Yeah. Lukaku. He's gone to Juventus now.
Yeah. Oh, Chelsea. Surprise player of the year?
Are we doing this where we can't say our own team, or are we being
No,
honest?
you can say whoever you want.
I reckon Harvey Barnes might
I
surprise a few
knew he was
people.
going to say Harvey Barnes. I knew it. I knew
I
it.
reckon Harvey Barnes because now Harvey Barnes is outside of a struggling Leicester team. Now the spotlight's going to be on him a little bit more, and people are going to start to see that he actually is like a half decent player. And put into the Eddie Howe system, I think he can do quite well. I don't think he's going to tear up the league, to be clear. I just think that he'll have a good season. You know, it is surprise player of the season.
Yeah.
That is what you said, right?
Yeah. But okay,
There you go.
surprise. He got 10 goals last season, right? What
13.
does he have to okay, 13. Okay, 13. So what does he have to do to surprise you now?
What, in the
13 goals
league?
is already decent. Yeah.
Yeah. He was their
In the
top
league, he
scorer.
got 13 Premier League goals.
13 or 12, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so what does he have to do to surprise you then?
Just do it again. He has to do
How
it
would that
again.
no, but how would that be surprising? It's the same thing.
Because everyone has said that he's not like because he signed for Newcastle, everyone's looked at him and been like, he is not the player that Newcastle need. Like, why aren't you being more ambitious and going out? People are just like letting him slide under the radar, but he's going to show up. I'm telling you. I don't know about like how many goals he'll score, but again, it doesn't matter how many goals he scores or how many assists he gets. For me, it's just about the impact that he has on the team. Like, this is why your ASM point was so wrong, because it wasn't about how many goals he scored, because Newcastle fans wouldn't be going crazy over a player that's only scored 5 goals. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of another player who scored. Jacob Murphy scored 4 goals this season. No one's going crazy about him like everyone was about ASM. It's because of what he does for the whole team and what he contributes every game. Like, that's what matters to me. Like, I don't care how many goals he scores. He could score like 5 goals as long as he's instrumental into us doing well in the league and doing well in the Champions League. Then that's fine with me, baby.
But yeah, I mean, but I still do think in that if you're playing for a high level
I
team,
don't care what you think.
you should
I
be
don't care.
you should be getting goal
How about that?
contributions. You
I
should.
don't care.
Listen, he should be getting their 13 goals. And the St. Maximan point, I didn't disagree that he sucked. I mean, I didn't say that he sucked. I just said that he struggled against teams that sat back. But when he played
Okay,
against City,
hypothetically, okay. Who's a better player, ASM or Almiron? Don't try and think your way around the point. Just answer the question.
who would I
Both
rather
equally
have, or who do I
average.
think is better?
No. Who's the better player?
St. Maximan?
Okay.
Almiron.
How many goals did Almiron get last season?
He got like 10,
9.
11, 9?
Mhm.
I don't know. He got a
So,
lot.
how much is Almiron worth compared to ASM?
He's worth more
Why?
because he scored more.
But ASM's the better player. You just said that.
He's a better player, but Amron scored more, so he's worth more.
But ASM can do more for the team. Like,
Yeah.
put in the right system, he can do more.
Okay,
You just admitted he's
what
better.
is doing more for the team? What is doing more for the team? Like, he's a very good dribbler. Like, there's a picture of him dribbling, and Guardiola's behind on the touchline on his knees, like face palming, because he knows he's a very good dribbler. Everyone knows he's very good at dribbling. But like I said to you, take dribbling out of the equation. He doesn't have anything else to his game, and you were like, fair enough, but he contributes to the team. I was like,
You do realize that dribbling past a player, like for example, dribbling past a player, is chance creating in itself, because you're getting higher up the pitch. He puts a pass into the box. Just because the player doesn't score, that doesn't make him worse. Like, the amount of chances that he probably created was not a small amount of, like, throughout the time he was at Newcastle. He's not creating like no chances. Like, he does, just because it doesn't say assist 200 goals.
oh yeah, fair enough.
506.
Fair enough, but I've
Like,
never seen him in
there
any
are
chance.
things.
I've never
Because
seen
you
him
don't
in.
fucking watch Newcastle,
I
mate.
no
That's
no
why.
no no.
When
Listen,
he was
I
playing
haven't.
and when he
Okay,
was when he was playing and when he was starting outside of Eddie Howe, you never watched Newcastle before watching before Eddie Howe came.
yes,
So
I
you wouldn't
did.
know.
Oh my
No,
days.
you didn't.
Yes, I
No,
did. All
you
right,
watched
fine.
United
Not as
versus
much.
Newcastle.
No, not as much. But I watched them from time to time. In the big games, I did.
The
Against Liverpool,
blood is
against City,
lying to your
against City,
faces.
against Liverpool. I watched them. I
You
never
remember
said
the
he was.
score?
I never said he was bad. The Liverpool game, I remember Willem scored early. Do you remember? And then you lost 3-1. I remember that game. You
Yeah.
were going mental. I remember that game very vividly. Yes.
But to watch one game
The
outside
City,
of the Eddie
the
Howe era.
City game, you got slapped. I can't remember what the score was, but you got slapped, and I remember watching that. But still, say Maximan was your biggest threat. Fair enough. I'm very interested to see what his chance creation stats actually is. So,
I personally don't think we're going to get anywhere on this topic, so I suggest we just move on.
okay, come back next week. If you come with these stats and it's wrong, I'll put my hands up and be like, yeah, fine, fair enough, I was wrong. But I just,
No, you are wrong. Like I'm telling you, you are wrong
okay.
because you've never watched. You never watch us to actually see what he does outside of
Johan,
the
whose side are you
Premier
on?
League. Shush. The Premier League clips that you see on TikTok. You're like, oh, ASM dribbled. One player does some step overs, and they clip it, acting like
That's
that's all
not
he does.
true. It's
Yeah, it
just
is
not.
true.
He's been playing since we were in school. Oh, bruh. All right, yeah, let's move on from this. Wait, Johan, who are you more on the side of, me or Ben?
I've zoned out because you guys were just moaning. I'd probably say Amaron. I don't know if that's like the correct answer.
No, I was saying that. Obviously I don't rate Sim Maximan. Do you rate him?
He's alright. He can dribble a bit,
Yeah,
but it
okay,
doesn't mean anything.
there you go. Thank you. All right. Anyway, so your surprise player of the year, Ben, was Harvey Barnes. Johan?
Okay, well, I
I'm
guarantee one of your players is going to be Onana, so we can just get that out of the way.
Why
Who
would
is
that
it?
be a
Is it going to be
surprise, though?
is it going to be Josh or is it going to be Johan? Which one?
I was
It's
even
not.
thinking Onana.
Yeah, me neither. It's not a surprise.
Who are you saying,
He's a
Johan?
good goalkeeper.
I was gonna say Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, what?
Wait,
Josh, keep the same energy. Keep the same fucking
like,
energy.
how would it be a surprise though? What would he need to do to surprise you?
I think it would be the top assist. He'll be the most assists in the league.
Yeah, but is that a
Does count.
surprise though? It would just mean that we just got better at shooting.
Yeah,
Because
'cause I
he
mean,
made.
Does
yeah, I
Blood
was
ever get
surprised.
surprised? Like, can you not just say, "Oh wow, I didn't expect him to do this season. I didn't expect him to play well in his first season." That's surprising. Oh, Tonali's got 5 goals and 10 assists this season. Oh, that's surprising. I didn't expect him to do that well. Like, it doesn't have to be like a massive contribution. It just has to be something that exceeded your expectations.
You still think Bruno Fernandes though?
No, it's just I really don't know what I can say as like a surprise. It's just, I'm trying to think.
What about McAllister, Johan? What's he getting?
Would it be a surprise? He did all right.
Uh,
World Cup winner.
He is, yeah. So is Martinez. So is Romero.
what about Kai
Yeah.
Havertz? These are the
I
real
think people will
contenders
be
here.
surprised how bad he actually is. I think that would be surprising to
I
people.
don't think he's got any expectation. He's very bad at football.
Hence why, if he did like okay, that
Anything.
would be surprising.
Maybe that would be a surprise, yeah.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz. You say Kai Havertz,
Sure.
Johan?
No. I'm gonna let's put my balls in there. Maybe like our new signing, Rasmus.
I was gonna say that. I was
Of
gonna say
course.
that.
Okay.
Imagine my shock.
Yeah, imagine my
I
shot.
was
He
doing
said
it.
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a bit.
I
Okay,
just
so we
think.
all picked
Yeah.
I just
Harvey
think you'll get
Barnes is a
10.
bit of a shock.
I just think
Hoyland.
Hoyland will get 10 goals. I think, and then everyone will be like, crazy. But I think he could very well get 10 goals. But if he doesn't, it's fine. Like it's just, I think he's got the potential. I mean, I only saw him walk on the pitch today to hold the shirt up, but I saw.
Let's move on.
I
Let's
saw
ignore the
something.
fact that he's injured.
Oh, is he injured? Oh my
Yeah,
days.
he's injured. He's allowed to train, but he's not gonna play matches.
Oh my gosh. All
So
right.
he might be ready next week.
Rooney had this problem when we signed him, so maybe.
Oh God.
Don't say you can. Don't say. Don't. You think
No,
he's gonna
no,
bang
no,
a
no.
hat trick?
I'm not saying anything. I'll leave you guys
Oh
to
no, he
interpret
is.
that.
He
No,
is
no,
actually.
genuinely, I don't think so. I'm excited. I'm really excited for him. All right, dark horse team. Who do you think is gonna overperform?
You go first.
I said Burnley. I think Burnley's going to do really well.
Mm.
I think company had them playing really good football last year, and it is the championship. But I mean, if you start instilling that kind of philosophy into your players at that level, and you continue it to the Premier League, and you just keep signing players who can do it even better, I think they'll do well. I think they'll come
Well,
mid-table, like comfortable mid-table, possibly top half.
I think they'll struggle.
Why?
Well, I think playing the championship the way they do, there's one team that always plays like that when they always go down their first season, and it starts with an N, Norwich.
Mm.
They always play
Mm.
like that style, and they come up and they can never. They'll lose like 6-0 to City, and they go, "Oh shit," and then just go play something else completely different, and then they'll go down. I think that
Mm.
will happen with Burnley. I think they'll
Yeah.
try play the way they want to, and then realize, oh, we got a battering from off City or say a top team, and go, okay, now we need to change, and they'll probably go down or struggle. I don't think they'll go down, but I don't think they'll be top half.
What are you defining as dark horse? Like, is that just again a team surpassing expectations?
Yeah, I told Johan like Brighton last season basically. That's the best example.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Luton because I thought any team, everyone expects them to be 20th, like rock bottom. But if they get like 18th or 17th, like that would be a really good season for them. So I don't know. I could like. Hmm. Chelsea could be a bit of a dark horse team because, like, everyone obviously just saw them have a dreadful season, and now they've got having a full preseason with Poch. They look like they're coming together. Nicholas Jackson is looking good, so
You watched one
um,
game, two games.
so yeah, it could be. I'll say Chelsea. I'll say Chelsea are gonna surprise everyone this season.
Where did you have them? Fifth.
Fifth or sixth, yeah. But
Okay.
that's all the way from 12th, so that's a
Okay.
very good improvement, and
They
that's
should. Yeah.
also European football for next season.
Yeah. I think they should. They should be up amongst it there. Spend a lot of money. Johan,
Well,
the dark horse team.
oh, Aston Villa.
You said
Villa.
But Villa already did well. So what do you think? Oh wait, you said they could come
Oh,
like
I said
fifth or
top
something.
6, didn't I?
You did say top
Yeah,
six. You think they're gonna push for like Champions League?
I think they might like push for it. I think they might do, but they might fall off and get Europa League.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think,
But
I think they might win the Conference League because then the conference, right? Or they're in the Europa
yeah,
League.
conference. Yeah,
I think they might win it because
I think they
I
could.
think they might win
They
it.
got Emery, right? Like
Yeah, he's like the
he's
master of
like
winning the Europa League.
exactly. So why not? Why not the conference? I mean, if David Moyes could do it, why can't Emery do it? It'll be interesting
True.
to see though, because they've made a lot of good signings. They just signed not just signed, but a few weeks ago they signed that guy that was linked with Newcastle for ages. What was his name? That winger, DRB.
Diaby.
Yeah,
Was he also linked to like United?
yeah. I mean, it was like United, and the next summer it was Newcastle,
What,
and then he
United
went
was
to
like
Villa.
80 mil, right, or something stupid.
Yeah, kept going down,
And he
kept
signed
going
for
down.
30.
Yeah, and they got Pau Torres as well. Remember when we
Good
wanted him?
signing.
That
I
is
mean,
a
that's
good
the biggest
signing.
upgrade in defenders, isn't it?
I
Tyro
think
Mings to him.
bro, Tyrone Mings sucks. I can't believe he's been like a starter for ages. Oh yeah, and Villa got
He's a BTEC
Tielemans.
Chris Smalling.
Bro, Villa got Tielemans as
As
well.
I'm saying, yeah, the dark horse to say.
It's true. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Dark horse shout, to be fair.
Yeah, good.
And Ben. What
Shout
did you
out,
say, Ben?
shout out to King Kobe in Newcastle. It's probably the best barbers going around there. If anybody in Newcastle's watching,
Didn't ask. What was
Dead
your dark
internet.
horse?
my dark horse, I said Chelsea.
Oh wait, yeah, you said Chelsea. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Chelsea, Burnley, and Villa. That's fair, bro. You look. Yeah, fair.
So why you like flexing your neck muscles?
What do you mean flexing my head?
Look
What
at
do you
you.
mean?
Look at that. Look at him. I
Because
claim because I've got
no,
neck
it's just like when you sit awkwardly in a.
and
I just
flex your
got my
neck.
photo
Yes.
taken. How do you flex? I don't even know how you flex your neck.
Sure.
What is blood talking about?
Mondale Dingle, bro.
I think it's just the lighting. Look, half of my face is dark, so half of my neck looks dark.
Yeah,
Bruh,
yeah. All
cry.
right. Biggest flop team. I want a team and a player.
Biggest flop team.
Yeah. Start with the team. Start with the teams.
I think Brighton are going to have a flop season.
Why is that?
Genuinely, if you want my honest opinion, I just don't think that they're that good. Like, I watched them in pre-season and just thought you lot are a bit meh, but we also looked a bit meh. So Mitoma looked a bit flaky in the game that I watched. I thought Caicedo looked sugar. So yeah, just a feeling, because
Alright.
not everyone can be top 6, and obviously their goal is going to be to get top 6. So anything outside of top 8 or top 9 is going to be a flop season for them. So if they flop, that's I'm putting them like 10th, 10th,
Yeah.
11th,
Yeah.
9th type of thing.
And they got
So yeah,
Europe. They got Europa League, so it's gonna be
yeah,
tough.
it's going to be tough for them.
Johan,
I think Chelsea.
you think they're gonna come like mid-table again?
Not that bad. I think they might go like 8th or something.
Hmm.
8th,
But
7th.
but have you seen Nicholas Jackson play?
This
That's the thing.
guy, Nicholas
I don't know who
Jackson.
they keep signing players on like 7-year contract. I still don't know who they sign. I think it's
Yeah, they
more on the
signed loads
ownership,
of
like who they're signing and things like that, than it
Yeah.
is on maybe the manager. But even their manager, I mean, Pochettino is a good manager, but I mean, he's not known for winning things.
That's true. Did you put Chelsea in your
And
top 6?
no,
Okay.
I put Villa instead.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
So I'm saying 7th.
That's fair. Yeah, to be honest, Poch plays exciting football. I think he will get them Europe, but will he get them where they want to be? Probably not. I don't think he's.
After how much they spend, no,
Yeah,
don't think.
they spent so much. Yeah, I don't think they'll do well. I've got Brentford. I see them in a
Oh,
relegation battle. I see them in a
Brentford's a shit.
relegation battle, honestly, because they haven't got Tony until January, February.
Tony, bro, and they are nobody without Tony. I'm telling you, they're
Yeah,
nobody.
he was their main goal threat. Now, who they're gonna look to? Like, and Buemo's okay. They haven't made any big signings that's gonna save them really. So, yeah, I see them. I see them like 16th, 17th, and that's not a good season for Brentford. So,
Damn, yeah. I actually forgot about them, to be honest. I forgot they were in the Premier League.
yeah.
Okay.
Players. Who's your biggest flop? Sandro Tonali is mine.
Interesting. He actually looked wicked yesterday. Yeah, do you genuinely think that, or?
You mean
I
today?
genuinely think he's going to struggle.
Yeah.
He will
Sorry,
struggle.
I thought it was past midnight here. Sorry. What did you say,
Yeah.
Josh? You think he's going to struggle?
Yeah, I think he'll struggle.
But does that make him a flop? Like
How much?
Richarlison was a flop.
How much you pay
But
for him?
70.
Yeah,
What euros?
he will. Okay, so 60 million
No,
pounds.
pounds.
So,
Yeah,
70 million pounds. He's gonna, dude. I'm
I'll
telling you,
check.
he
I
will
thought
have.
it was a million euros. Okay, that's a bit ish.
I'll
I
check.
think,
Hold on.
I think it's
he'll have.
euros.
I think he'll have a flop season. I don't know if he'll be a flop overall, but he's not gonna do well this season. You got a whole season to go from a farmers league essentially to the most physical league in the world, maybe the second most.
70 million euros.
So like
So 60 million quid.
£62,
62,
whatever.
yeah.
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 That's not bad. They just signed Mason Mount for how much?
The same amount. So
No.
I think Mount.
Is it?
No,
Wasn't
you
it
sound him
55?
for like
Oh,
you
50.
sound
Oh
him for
yeah,
like
sorry. 55 plus out. Yeah, so a bit
Plus
less. A
5
bit
add-on.
less. But I think Mount will do okay. I don't think he's gonna do good. I don't think he'll do crap. I think he will do mid.
Is
Midson
Mount yours?
Mount. He's gonna say Mount, isn't he?
No, I'm not
I'm
saying.
asking
No,
if it
I
is.
was listening for your. I was listening.
I
I'm
just
just thinking about
I
Tonali.
rate Tonali, right? I watched him in the Champions League in those AC Milan games. I think he's good. I think just playing against, for example, I don't know, an Everton, coming up against some, they don't play football, but if they're there to just elbow him, push him down, like just bully him, he's gonna be shocked. It's very different in England to how it is in the rest of Europe.
Yeah.
So
What
I think
what I will say is, in his first game in preseason, he looked a bit like, oh god, this guy might actually be not very good. But that was against like, I think it was Brighton. That was like his first game. He was probably only training for about a month, so he's probably still a little bit getting the fitness there, and he needs to get a bit sharper, like game wise. Like he has to adapt to a whole new style of football. Like we press pretty high, um, and he's still like when you watch him, sometimes he's like a little bit like slow to react, and I think that's just like um him just not being like pitch rust type of thing. Like he hasn't played for a while, and he's just going through pre-seasons. But he played just now, a couple hours ago, and he didn't look too, but like he looked all right that game. He was playing some good long passes, some direct passes, which is what we want from him. We want him to play forwards, and he didn't look bad. Like it wasn't a performance where I looked at him, I was like, oh god. But it wasn't a performance where I looked at him, I was like, oh, he's about to set the league on fire. It was just like, oh, he did good,
yeah.
So, and that was against Fiorentina. So,
Hmm.
you know,
I don't know, man. Like Italians don't have a good track record in the Premier League. I'm trying to think
yeah.
like of an Italian that did well.
Jorginho,
Yeah, Jorginho's done all right. He's probably like in recent history, probably the only one that's done like he's not even set the league on fire. He's just been good.
Chelsea fans say that.
He's been decent at best.
Which
yeah.
Think
I don't know. Do Chelsea fans like him?
no, Chelsea fans didn't like him that much, from what I know. I think yeah, Scamacca's leaving West Ham after being there for one season. He's going back to
Why?
Italy. Don't know. He's
Mm,
just going
To
back.
Atlanta.
Yeah, he was going to I think who was it?
Inter.
Inter, and then he
A
got
lot of
hijacked.
a lot
Yeah,
of Italian players don't leave Italy. Like that's the thing. So like
Same
yeah,
with English
they're
players.
very home set players, like way more than England. Like England, obviously, you've got
No, I
players all
think
over the place.
not really. I think England's
no,
more
I think
committed than Italy.
yeah, I think France and Spain are the two that have players everywhere. Even Germany like don't have players
No, yeah,
everywhere.
that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying on the scale, Italy's definitely at the bottom.
Near the top.
Like,
Yeah, I
or
would
the
say not.
bottom or the top, depending on how you rate it.
No,
Yeah.
there's quite a few Italian players playing abroad in different leagues. I think more than English players. Name another English players outside the Premier League.
Bellingham.
Bellingham,
Bellingham.
what's his name? The striker in France.
Tamori,
He plays.
Smalling.
He's on loan. He's on loan from Arsenal. So he's an Arsenal player.
yeah, he's at
There's
Arsenal.
Tomori.
Okay, no,
Abrams.
come on, he's playing abroad still.
He's
No,
on
no, he's
loan.
back now.
He's
Bellingham's
on loan.
back
He's
now.
back on Arsenal.
Bellingham's
No,
back at
but he's
Arsenal.
been on loan. Like he's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
on
I
loan.
said
he was.
So I can still
okay,
count him.
okay,
Smalling.
sure.
Who else?
is
Sancho was out there. Who else was out there? I don't know anymore.
That's it,
Can't
isn't
think of
it?
any
There's
more.
not many English players that play abroad. I think
Okay,
it's more
okay,
Italian.
but then think about Italians right now that are playing. You got Tonali, Scamacca's going to leave. Jorginho,
That's in England. What about Italy then or France?
go
I
ahead.
mean,
No, but like
those
if
are
you think
names
about
we know.
good Italian, so if you think about the Italian national team,
The
like all
only
of them
good
are in
Italian
Italy.
I can think of is Verratti, genuinely, and he's not
And I
even
think he's
good.
going Saudi, isn't he? So
Yeah,
He's still abroad
at the
from,
end of his
isn't he?
career.
Overseas. He's not from. He's not playing Italy.
true. He was at PSG. True. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, England and Italy, I'd say.
Anyways,
Yeah.
move on from that.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, so that was me, Tonali. Johan.
Was it flop?
Yeah.
Kai Havertz.
I think
Oh,
everyone
no,
expects him
he
to
was
flop though.
already a flop.
I'm
He was
very
already a flop.
excited to see how he can flop
Him
even
flop,
more.
yes.
He's gonna flop
Yes, remember
more.
that about-
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about transfers? I'm assuming.
No,
No, it's not big
it could
transfers,
be
it's any
it could be anyone, but usually it is a transfer, isn't it?
Mm,
But you could easily go and be like, oh, this player had a one-off last season, so you know.
I'm gonna say Nkunku.
I was gonna say Nkunku, he was my second choice.
Just like again, like Bundesliga tax. Like he didn't look that good against us in pre-season. I didn't even realize he was playing. I like not even gonna lie to you. I just thought it was Sterling. I thought Sterling put on some weight.
Huh.
But yeah, like Chelsea are going to play. He plays what, like a centre forward, like he plays
Kind
just a
of.
bit deeper.
Just a bit deeper,
So,
yeah.
but then they're probably going to. Honestly, I genuinely think they start Nicholas Jackson.
Hmm.
So then you have Nicholas Jackson up front by himself, but they've got so many wingers at Chelsea. So is he going to play a cam, and Nkunku at cam, have the wingers and then one striker? But then you're so you're so attacking base, like a cam, 3 forwards. That's basically 4 forwards,
Yeah.
and then they have to make up for it at the back. It's gonna. I don't know. I just don't think he's gonna fit into that team very well. I think he would have fit better into City or somewhere like that. At City, would have been it would have been great because they could put him anywhere.
I don't know. I don't know about Nkunku, to be honest. Chelsea have done this so many times. They did not so many times, but they did it a couple of times. They did it with Werner. You get one of the biggest Bundesliga players, brought him over,
Yeah,
nothing. Havertz brought fair enough, scored the Champions League final winning goal, but that's it. Now he's gone to Arsenal.
bro. Even if you look at FIFA ratings, do you remember Werner and Nkunku before they've come to the Premier League? I remember Werner was 86 before he came to the Premier
Werner.
League, 85 or something. Werner, yeah. And then
No, you should
when he
remember.
came, he had a stat drop massively. When
Mm-mm.
Nkunku's going to come, he's going to have a stat drop
It's a
again.
shock, man.
Aubameyang 83 down to 79 or 80. So
Aubameyang did well at Arsenal. He didn't do well at Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't know what it is, but they've done it again. They've signed a big Bundesliga name. He's not gonna do well. I don't see it. I back you on that. I think he's up there with
yeah,
Tonali for me, but
damn,
we'll
damn,
see. Damn, I'm sorry,
damn.
but that's that, isn't it for our predictions? Unless anyone else has any takes about the season.
Oh, where to begin with takes? I could have put Onana as flop player, but I didn't want to upset the apple cart.
Are you do you
Okay.
if you genuinely think that you can say it. I just want to hear why you think that.
No, it's just I just don't like. I saw a post the other day where it was oh, here's Onana shouting at Harry Maguire. Finally, Man United have a true keeper or something like that. I'm like, every single keeper commands their defense.
De Gea
Every
didn't.
single one.
De Gea did not.
No, I don't care what you say.
He didn't.
They goalkeepers are trained to shout at players and tell them what to do. They're just fucking trained to do that. I've never seen a keeper not do that ever in all my time watching
De
football.
Gea, I'm
Um,
telling you.
No, I can't. And then now that's some revolutionary thing that Onana's doing. Oh, he's shouting, and they're making him out to be some kind of cool guy who doesn't care about other players' opinions and only takes instructions from the manager, while he's getting chipped from the halfway line and bicycle kicked on by Newcastle's reject Joselu.
That was a good goal,
could
though. It's not his fault. That was a good goal.
Yeah, but Nick Pope would have saved it. Who's a better shot stopper, Nick Pope or Onana?
I don't know. I haven't seen any Onana
What do you mean you
stats.
don't know?
I haven't
You
seen
never, so you
Onana's
didn't watch
stats.
Onana before you came?
I think
Not
Onana's stopped.
much. No, you
I
said
think he
Onana.
stopped. Save percentage is he stopped at least 3 goals more than he should have.
Okay, I back.
His XG is overperformed. His
I back
XG by 3.
Johan.
Where?
Johan knows his
Where?
stats, so I back him.
Onana.
What? Yeah, but where? Where's he done that?
Well, because Italy.
In Italy.
Wait,
Okay.
you mean not? No, it's all comps. So when the Champions League final, you got his team there.
Oh, did they win?
No. At least he played in the final, right? Did your player play in the final?
We'll be there
it was
soon, lad.
60
Don't
years
worry.
late.
We'll be there soon.
He
Don't worry.
handballed outside the box.
We'll be there.
Okay.
Handball outside the box. What? He
Why
fouled
didn't
him.
Nick Pope-
He fouled
Why
him
did Nick
outside the
Pope-
box.
Why? No. He handballed. It was a handball.
Was it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and you know
why
what's
he-
funny? You know what's actually really fun? This is how I know neither of you watch Newcastle, because all season he has been doing stuff like that. Not like that, but coming outside the box and clearing it. Not being like what everyone thinks Onana's doing, this revolutionary thing where it's coming outside
No one
the
thinks
box.
it's
playing
revolutionary.
it.
No one
Shush,
thinks it's
shush, shush,
revolutionary.
Let me finish.
In your
just let me
head.
finish the point.
Alright.
Just let me finish the point. Okay. doing like he comes out and he plays the ball. He comes up very high. Fucking Pope comes out and he clears. Like he'll come outside of his box happily, and he plays. And the defense play through him all the time. He is like practically a fifth defender, when he's not having to shot stop. But everyone's clipped that one moment of him handballing. Yeah, it's a bad mistake, sure, but you could also like, yeah, no, literally I've heard it so many times now on this podcast where it's like, oh yeah, but I mean, remember what he did outside before the final, and I'm like, yeah, okay, he made one
You brought
mistake.
Onana being chipped once in a preseason game.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that. You're making the point that Nick Pope is
Can
bad
also make a
because he did
mistake.
that.
I'm not saying he's bad.
You
I'm saying
just
he can also make a mistake.
You didn't just say that. You didn't just compare Onana and Pope and then bring up the fact that
No, you
he
said
was
he made a
subbed off.
mistake. I'm like, yeah, so did Nick Pope. You can't just
Yeah.
say. Not,
Well, I can't just say what. I
You're
didn't
saying
even
about-
I didn't even
you
say
brought
he
up
was going to
saying make a
flop.
mistake.
I'm just telling you what's happened over the past few days.
I'm saying it's
No,
happened as well.
you just said you could have said he would be a flop. You just said that.
I could say that. I could say that. Am I wrong in saying I could say that?
This guy,
No, you can say
man.
anything. I
Oh,
could say
I
Messi's the
could.
flop.
I could say
I
anything.
couldn't
Oh.
say that.
I don't.
All I'm saying is that it's very easy to clip one moment from the season and say, "Oh, Nick Pope is bad with his feet." That's
No one
all
said
I'm
he's bad
saying.
with the street.
Yeah, literally, I don't know who it was. Okay, I've not got the receipt, but somebody on this podcast said it. 100%. Someone said he can't play out his feet, and it was most likely Josh. Most likely was Josh. Because he's
I would say he's
wouldn't
above
say
average
he.
with it.
I wouldn't say he can't, but I definitely said that he's not the best. I said he's all right, and even you were like, "Yeah, he's all right.
He's not.
He's not the best."
He's not Allison with
Yes.
his feet.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay.
That's why Allison is better than him because
Yes.
he's more well rounded. But you can't, like, for example, that's a poor thing to bring up and be like, oh, he's
Okay.
not a good
It's also a
keeper.
poor thing to bring up, like, "Oh, Onana got chipped from the halfway line." Like the pass was if you watch the whole thing, Dallo set the striker up, and it was like a 1 in 100 shot, and it went in. Fair.
God was
But
pretty
does
far
that mean
outside of Blow was pretty far outside of his box to be
he was on the
fair.
edge? He was on the edge of his box, or
Edge
just
of the
outside
D,
the
yeah.
D. Yeah.
Edge
So
of the
like
D.
it was just a good shot, and I'm very happy it happened now instead of next weekend against Wolves.
Yeah, we'll see, because he wants to come up high anyways. Like I told you,
Look
he's
at this.
ti-
No,
he's-
no. Hold the
no,
same
like I
energy for
told you.
Pope that you do for.
Yeah. Like, as I said, high risk player. I said that last podcast.
I agree.
Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah.
High risk
Fine.
player.
Yeah.
You're going to have times where he's going to try and play out the back or try and do something fancy or try and play higher up the pitch, and it's going to cost you. That's just going to happen over the season, guaranteed. Like that, I can guarantee that now. He's going to make a fair few mistakes. I can say that now with full confidence, But I can also say that Nick Pope is probably gonna concede some goals. He's not the best. He's not like, invincible inside the goal. Like he lets goals in. He's a good shot stopper, but everyone makes mistakes. I'm just pointing out the fact that yes, he has made that one error, and maybe it did cost us the Carabao Cup final. You can look into that all you want, but I'm just saying, like, let's just wait and see. The season's in a week. Season's in 1 week.
I'm not saying he's revolutionary.
And what I'm telling you is he will be under scrutiny. That's
100%.
for sure.
Yeah, you know what? You know that whole Maguire shouting thing? All these accounts for ESPN, Sport, Bible, everyone, they'll just be like, oh, look at this passion. So they build him up, right? They really make the mistake like today. Everyone jumped on him. I went on Twitter at halftime of the game, and I saw five posts in a row. It was the same clip. Onana got chipped. Onana got chipped. I was like, yeah, fair enough.
Like if that happened to Pickford, it would have been
No, they would not.
No, it would not be that big. The coverage would not be that big.
No.
Something happened in a Liverpool game. Someone missed or something. I only saw it on one account, and I made sure to check across all the different accounts.
Do you want to know why that is the reason? It's because you're the most hated team in England. Like,
because we're the biggest.
possibly. No, maybe you're the biggest, but you're the most. Those things aren't intertwined. You are the biggest and the most hated.
I
That
don't
they're
think
not.
we're the most hated.
Who's more hated?
I would say we're the most hated, but it's because we're the biggest. It's true, like, bro, whenever you do, I don't know, when I write for Sport Bible, they're like, oh, dude, like, we're gonna try to do United piece because they always get clicks. Like, it's just a fact. United gets attention. Usually, bad United stuff gets more attention
So
because
just to be
more people
clear,
hate United.
you just criticize Sport Bible writers and page writers
Nah,
who try and get clicks,
it's
and
just
you
it's
are one of them.
yeah, it's true. When I write a piece about, there are like 3 or 4 big teams. So if it's United, Liverpool, or Arsenal, or Chelsea, these 4 teams, right? Whenever something goes out, it doesn't matter if it's me writing or like social media, they get clicks. Like it could
Because
be anything.
they've got the most
Yeah,
fans, so
exactly.
more people want to see what's going on.
But they have the most
They have
haters
more
too.
interaction.
They have the most haters too. Like Brighton fans, I've learned hate Chelsea. I mean, it makes sense when you actually think about it, how much Chelsea have taken from them and stuff. But then Arsenal also is hated because of their fan base. Liverpool and United, obviously, the 2 biggest clubs, are hated. So it makes sense.
It's not
But
because you're big. Like I understand you're the biggest club, right? And I'm not denying that, but they're not like intertwined.
It is.
It's not
definitely
because of
is.
that.
Okay,
We have
so
It's
more
not because
fans, which means if you say something bad about United, there'll be more people defending, like the Onana clip. More people will say in the comments, like, "Oh, but did you see Delo's pass?" Things like that to try to defend Onana,
Mhm.
like I did in the group chat. More people will do it, and it gets interactions with the tweet, which is why they do it. Or like,
No, I
Talk Sport
genuinely
talks
just
shit about
think
United
they're so not promoted, but they're so like they have so much attention from the media
because
that
they get attention,
it draws more haters. Do you know what I
because
mean?
it gets it, and it sounds sad, but it gets interactions.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. I'm not
Always,
saying
it's always got interactions, even before
I'm
like
not
the internet.
saying that. I'm not saying it doesn't get clicks. I'm
I
just
mean,
telling you.
in 2000, when United didn't want to play in the FA Cup because they wanted to play in the Club World Cup, it was when it was new.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was literally a dart. Oh no, sorry, it was Beckham when he got kicked when England got knocked out in '98. There was a dartboard of him
The
in
effigy,
like
bro.
it was no, but in the newspaper, national newspaper, there's a dartboard of him,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah.
throw dartboards at
Nah, they
darts.
can't
I say
do
It's not
that
Beckham.
because
anymore. You can't do that
you're the
anymore.
biggest. It's because you're the most successful.
No, but
That's
it's
why.
in any sport, the biggest whoever,
A
fighter
successful
or
team.
basketball
Yeah.
team, baseball team, will be the most hated. That's just, no one good is liked by everyone. I promise
I
me,
disagree with that.
okay, give me any sport. Unless it's
AJ.
something I don't know, then I can't argue with you.
AJ was not the most hated person when he was champion.
Okay, that's
I
rare.
think
Yeah,
people
that's
hate
true.
it. I think
That
people.
is no.
I think
That I do agree with
like
you.
it.
That's true. That's one. I think when he was champion, everyone liked him because he was a nice guy.
I don't think. I think some people hate him, but maybe
I
it's not
think
the
like
majority.
maybe some
I hated him.
purists,
Just to be clear, I
yeah,
hated him.
maybe some purists like old school Yadars and stuff were like, why doesn't he, beef more? Because he
Box.
was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
him.
think people just box properly because, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's one. But usually everyone else, like if I think about basketball, the Lakers, or if I think about like McGregor isn't the best, but even when he was, or even now, a lot of people dislike him.
He's
Obviously, the whole
polarizing.
Muslim
If,
community
if,
dislike him.
if he was, fuck them. Okay. Just like I mean like McGregor haters. Okay, like
Oh,
McGregor hate.
the haters. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And to be clear, he is hated by, let's say,
I
a
think most
certain
people.
a
Yeah.
certain group of people because of his own comments. So that's fair. Like
I think Ireland
he
love him.
he said,
Yeah, of course.
no, not even.
Really?
Like
Oh,
yeah, no. Like now, like Anthony, for example, hates him. Like I
really?
never really like properly liked him, but like he kind of now has had a bit of a
But Anthony's Scottish.
slow decline. Huh?
Anthony's Scottish, right?
He's half
And
Scottish and
Irish.
half Irish.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, so you know, he said that Khabib's wife looked like a towel because
I've never seen that.
her religious
Yeah, I know.
her wedding dress. She had a thing over her head,
I've never
and he
seen
just
this.
went.
No, I
He said,
saw
"Your
that.
wife's a towel, mate."
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
I
Not
thought that was. I thought
yeah,
that was funny.
yeah.
Just to be clear.
No, we don't condone these comments in this podcast. We all think that's very wrong.
Yeah.
Don't smile while saying it, Josh.
We all think
Jeez.
it's really wrong
No.
that
Without
you
the
can
hand,
make
go on.
these comments. You
Mm.
just be respectful. We're
Why?
all very
Yeah.
respectful here.
Your wife's a towel, mate.
Moving on. Any other takes? So Onana, we had that. Johan, any crazy takes you want to let out now before the season starts?
No, not really. No.
I
Oh,
think
I want to
I.
watch
my
the
shot.
Newcastle thing. That Newcastle
Oh
kind of
yeah,
thing.
me too.
Yeah, baby.
I'm intrigued by it.
By the way, I think Amazon Prime is doing you guys dirty with like the promotion. With
Yeah,
that
actually,
United
yeah.
game.
Tell him what you told me earlier, Johan.
That United
I-
game, because they went behind the scenes of that game after the
Mhm.
cup final, the first game facing us again at home. He played like the Ten Hag's words saying you guys don't keep the ball and play a lot.
I didn't see in the trailer.
It's like
No, the
a
promo.
clip. It's a clip promo of it.
Oh,
He tells the players
what,
that
when
I
Eddie
know, and Eddie Howe
when
does the team.
Eddie
Says,
Howe's
I
in
don't
the
usually do this.
I haven't
I
seen
don't
that
usually.
yet.
Okay, he says he doesn't really do this often, and then he plays that clip. And he talks what the manager says. The problem is the quotes that he was quoting was from before the cup final.
She
So
lost.
So it makes him look
Why?
a bit dumb
Not
because he
really.
could have said
It's
that at
just
the cup final instead
it's
of
just.
after.
I mean, no. Like the reason we lost the cup final was a mix of things. You know, like we
I
had.
understand that, but the team talk. I don't know why he didn't do the same team talk for
How
the
would you
cup.
talk? How would you talk to a keeper who's not played first
Not
team,
him.
first division
No, I'm
football
not saying that,
in
but
4
everything.
years? How do you get that guy ready for the biggest game in a club's history in 60 years? Like you just can't. Like he was never going to do well. Do you know what I mean? And even I actually don't think that he played badly. I thought he was like. I think he was the reason for one of the goals. Like, fair enough. But the
It's
other one
true.
was a deflection that he was never going to get
I'm
to.
defending you here, Ben. By the way, and saying it
No,
was
I know,
bad. I
I
don't know
know.
why Amazon
Yeah.
Prime is doing that. I think what's more cringy is playing Liverpool sounds through speakers at a training session.
Who does that?
Arteta did that.
And then lost
Oh.
the game. That's a bit more cringy. I think.
Arteta,
You
man.
know, it's all cringe until it works. Do you know what I mean? Like that
But it's
might
cringy
be
either way.
motivating to the players, and then like it might work, and then other players and other teams and coaches will start doing that. Like probably back in the day when managers weren't really like coming out of their technical area as much as like they do now, like, or you have some manager who like did it more than others. They probably all thought, wow, this is like not how to act, but now everyone does it. You don't have there's not a manager in the Premier League that doesn't get aggressive towards referees. Not
Mm,
one. Eddie Howe
yeah.
does
I
it,
think it's bad.
Ten Hag does it, Arteta does it, Klopp does it, Pep
Which I
does
think
it.
is
They
bad.
all do
I
it.
think Klopp does it the most for the most
Mm,
minute things.
I think Klopp and Arteta do it the most, in my opinion.
mm,
But that's the thing. Like once it starts to work, everyone does it. So
yeah.
or once it becomes a thing. So those things, like for example, the playing the sounds. Personally, to me, that doesn't sound like some cringe, because I'd find that if I'm a player, I find that motivating. But you're only saying it's cringe because it's Arsenal.
No, I'm not saying
If
it's cringy
if
either way.
Leeds
Even if
did if
United
Leeds
did
did
it,
that going into a final against
it's
Leicester
cringy.
or Man United, I don't think that's like I don't
It
think you'd call
is.
it cringy.
Playing sounds through
No.
the speaker does not help you perform better.
I don't think it gives you an
It's a
idea of the
mental thing. It's
atmosphere.
a psychological thing.
It's true, but I don't think that works.
I think he
I think
tried.
it's all about
I respect your opinion, but I don't think either of us are qualified to say if it works or not. I'm just
I
giving
mean,
you
they
my thoughts.
lost, so I don't think it.
Yeah.
Like, he tried something, and I just don't think you can't recreate an atmosphere. I think like to feel everything in Anfield, for example, you have to be there. It's
Do
crazy.
you want me to give you an example? So fighters will do their walkouts in training to mimic what it will be like in the actual. So they'll do the walkout. They'll imagine the crowds around them. They'll have all the gym cheering for them. They'll pretend they're looking at the camera. They'll do it off. They'll put the Vaseline on. They'll go inside the octagon, and then they'll start sparring to
I think that's
make it.
different
Hmm.
because you're an individual there.
Yeah, you know what?
They're picking
Valid.
apart.
I was
There.
there. It's a bit. I think I get what you're trying to say. That you practice what you're gonna do. But I think that's more of like for a fighter, it's more to get into that routine of like, okay, this is what I do, and I do this immediately. That routine, so you get used to it. For
Yeah.
football, I think it's a bit different because you're playing. Each stadium is different. Like some
Yeah,
stadiums not
no,
gonna be
I
as
get
loud.
that. I get that.
I
I
don't think
think
it's gonna work. That's why I get your
yeah.
point, but I don't think
That's
it's.
I think that's what he's going for. Is
I understand
the
that,
Yeah.
point I'm making.
but I don't think.
Yeah. I mean,
What
fair
I
enough.
will say is my final take for the evening is that unfortunately, my favorite fighter, Nate Diaz, is going to lose tonight
To Jake
via
Paul.
to Jake Paul. He will lose
Probably, yeah.
by TKO, most
Ooh.
likely.
What time's the fight?
Because like 4:30 a.m. in the UK. So
Okay. Ooh.
yeah,
That's the UK.
Okay.
Is that,
yeah, it's very
Oh
late in the UK.
Lord. Fair enough.
so you,
Oh
so you're gonna be,
Lord.
you're gonna be at you're gonna be up at what's it 8 for you, Ben?
Yeah, I'll be up at that
Is-
time.
no, is it 8 or 7?
7.
7:30.
Bez.
I gotta go take my stepmom to the airport.
Nice.
Got to drive her.
Nice.
Got to
Alright.
drive her there.
You're driving her. Oof.
Well, yep,
Oh
guys,
yeah,
Ben
guys,
passed his test.
I drive now.
He drive.
you
So
didn't already know.
any females in the Dubai? Do you want me to say a specific area? Yeah, Silicon Oasis. If you're out there, look out for this guy. If you see a guy that's about to catcall you, but he doesn't, it's him right there. That's
Why
him.
would I do that? I would never do that. It's just not in my character.
Yeah, we're excited for the season. Next week when we're here.
Wait, Ben, you have a license, right? Car license.
Okay, shut up.
I
shut
do
up.
have a license. Yes.
I have a license. Okay, I have more than one license.
Oh,
Josh, yeah.
I have
Josh,
one.
do you have?
Not in
Oh,
Dubai.
can you
but I have
drive
one.
in? Can you drive in the
Where's-
country you're in right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
or fly.
Can you
Fly.
legally?
I can. I
legally
can.
drive in the
I
UK?
legally can drive. Yes.
Not a hire car.
Not. No. Yeah, I can drive. If I have a car, I can drive it. Yes.
No, how? How can you drive it? You don't have a UK license.
If I'm taking lessons, I can drive.
You're not. You're,
No.
you're not taking
Well,
lessons
okay,
then.
let me explain myself. If I'm because I have a license in Malaysia, I can drive here as long as I'm working to get a UK license. Like I'm gonna get it eventually, so I can drive.
Is it not cheaper to get international driving license?
What?
Yeah, that's
No.
why I just wait.
Okay,
That
okay.
is-
We need to bring this back. You cannot legally drive on the roads in the UK without a UK driving license. That's the law.
Ben, I've
No, I
read on.
can't.
I haven't done it, but I've read up on it, and I can. I'm not doing it.
Maybe a hire car, but not a
No.
car that you've bought.
Maybe not a car. No, as long as I can be on the insurance. It's fine. Like I can drive.
No,
If I
We'll Google. I'm
okay,
Googling.
okay.
Ben,
Can we
Ben, I don't
end the
think you can drive in
podcast?
the
This
UK.
is not football related. All right, I'm excited for the season. We're all excited. Next time when we're
What
back,
license is a Malaysian license?
yes. When we're back next week, the season would have started. I don't think it'll be after the United game, so everyone else would have played. But I'm excited for it. Thanks for
So you're
coming,
in the game
guys.
Monday, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Monday
what
against
game? Are
Wolves.
we doing game predictions?
Oh yeah, game predictions.
Game predictions. Forgot about that.
Alright, we'll do game predictions and then we'll call it.
What, for our team?
No, we'll just go quickly. Burnley City, who's winning?
I think Burnley.
Turf Moor.
So after the
No,
first year of getting your license in your country, Josh,
Yeah.
you can drive for 1 year in the UK, but after 1 year, you have to
okay.
do your lesson and put an
Okay.
L plate on
So
the
it
car.
so
An
it
L plate for the
so
L you just took.
so
my friend.
it just ran out. Actually, if it was a few months ago, I could have driven.
So you
But
can't drive.
yeah,
Okay.
right now
Unfortunately, you
I
can't
can't.
drive.
Right now I can't. But I can drive.
Haha.
I can drive elsewhere.
Yeah, in
Anyway,
Malaysia.
yeah, basically. Burnley City. I think you said City win, Johan.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Okay, Ben.
Yeah,
Draw.
City, you're gonna smash them.
Draw.
Burnley
Wow.
draw. Is it
It's
at Turf Moor?
at Turf Moor. It's at Turf Moor, so I think
Okay.
it could be a draw.
Not a crazy call. Not a crazy
Arsenal
call.
Forest at the Emirates.
Arsenal.
I might draw.
I'm gonna say draw as well. Actually,
Because it's Arsenal, they do some weird stuff sometimes.
I think
true,
that
they're odd.
they'll have a slow start to the season, and that's what will progressively lead them to falling apart later down the line.
Fair enough.
Table-wise.
Fair enough. Bournemouth, West Ham.
Draw.
I think
Bournemouth.
West Ham.
Ooh, split across the board, baby.
Yeah. Brighton, Luton. Brighton. I think.
Luton. Upset.
Brighton at home.
Luton. Upset.
Okay. Everton, Fulham. I think Everton win that.
Everton.
I think
Draw.
Fulham are gonna have a stinker actually this season. Oh wait, they
Draw.
signed Jimenez though. Yeah, it could be a draw. Sheffield, Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Oh no, Zaha's gone.
I'm still saying
I think
Palace.
Eze's
Eze and
injured.
I'll
Elise.
take Crystal Palace.
Elise,
Isn't
I think.
it, is it Elise injured or Eze?
I
I
don't
think one
know.
of them's injured.
I don't know,
For
but
like a few months.
I think Palace win that.
Palace, yeah.
Who's that guy? I don't know. I think he plays for Leeds. Nonto or something like that.
Yeah, Nonto. Yeah,
He should
he's
go to a
good.
Premier League club. He's pretty good.
Really good. Yeah, but I think he wants to stay for a season and see if he can get them up.
Okay.
All right, Newcastle, Villa.
Ooh, that's
I'll let
actually.
you guys go for it. It's a good game, isn't it?
Is
Draw.
that St James's
one-
Park?
no one
Is
South?
it
has-
St James?
yeah.
Probably Newcastle.
No one has
Newcastle
Newcastle
will
in the
win.
FPL. No one has Newcastle in the FPL. I don't think anyone thinks they're going to
You've
do
got a
well
pretty
first.
hard start. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Newcastle win though this game,
I do too.
but you concede.
Yeah, I said one.
We
Definitely.
already played them in pre-season, so
It's different ball game. I still think you concede. I think it's like a 2-1, 3-1 or 3-2. I don't know, but it'll be good.
yeah.
I have
Yeah, we'll
Newcastle on my team.
Really?
Yeah, I do as well.
I've got Trippier. I think I took Trippier out, but we'll
Let's
see.
go over
got
our
three.
FPL
I've got
teams.
three
quickly.
Newcastle
Bro, it's
players.
already been an hour and like 20 minutes. All right, Brentford,
Screw
Spurs.
it. It's okay.
Brentford, Spurs.
Spurs.
Brentford.
You just said they're going to have a flop season.
Yeah, but it's the first game. I think they'll beat Spurs. Spurs suck. So.
Okay, let the agenda run.
Ooh, Chelsea, Liverpool's on the opening weekend. That's kind of
Okay,
spicy. Chelsea or
I'm
Liverpool?
not going to watch that game.
Who's-
Liverpool.
Who's at home?
Chelsea.
Ooh.
Chelsea. Nicholas
Draw.
Jackson to score the winner.
Wow.
Nicholas Jackson to score the winner.
I'm saying a high score draw. And then finally, United Wolves at Old Trafford.
Ooh, United.
Oh, you know.
I was going to say, if it was at
United,
Wolves,
yeah.
I was going to say them, but
Yeah,
draw or something. But
I think we'll
to
win.
hope.
First game of the season. Anyway, thanks
Okay.
for coming on, guys.
No.
No.
Let's quickly just go over that. Okay, Johan, who have you got in goal?
Bruh.
Pope.
Just
Me too.
name your whole team. Name your
Oh
whole team.
no. I did have Pope, but now I have Edison. So I'll not. Well, I'll go my team and then name the bench. Okay.
Just name
Edison.
your first 11.
I've got 3-4-3. Okay. Edison in goal, Trippier, Dunk, and Martinez. Okay. Bruno Fernandes, Mo Salah, Eze, and Enzo Fernandez. All right, he's gone. I'm getting rid of Enzo Fernandez. That's done. Up front, Isaac, Kane, and Ferguson. I think that's a good team, to be honest. I don't think you can poke many holes in that team besides Enzo Fernandez.
Okay. Could we end the episode now?
No. All right, and then on the bench, I've got Ramsdale.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week with the league started. Peace.